Hi, I know it's 10:15. We here. Literally a couple minutes before I was about to be live, I experienced some technical difficulties. I'm not even lying to you. I was prepared, I was professional, I was doing perfectly fine. And then out of nowhere, I stumbled upon some technical difficulties. So I'm sitting here like, what the heck? So that's what happened. At this point, I'm honestly tired of giving excuses because I know it doesn't mean anything. I know that I sound stupid when I'm like, guys, here's what happened. Please forgive me. Forgive me. Like, this is what I'm tired of doing that. And it has nothing to do with pride. And I'm not even embarrassed to do it. It's just, I know for a fact that it just doesn't mean anything. Like, what? Why am I explaining myself? Why? You were late, and it is what it is. Let's carry on with this stream. And that's exactly what we are going to do. So I hope that you guys are doing well, like sincerely, hopefully better than me, like because I'm pissed. But I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that your family as well, your friends, your loved ones, your pets, your coworkers, everybody in your life that you care about, I hope that they're all doing well. Especially you. Yes. So, you guys see the chat. Y'all see the title. A lot is going on. But the reason why we have so much going on is simply because I'm trying to find water. The reason why we have so much going on is because I don't have any YouTube videos to react to. I have never done a stream where we did TikToks only. Have I? Maybe like one TikTok. But remember when I was asking you guys like how long do you prefer these streams to be? Because I'm not trying to like take up too much of your time. But y'all were telling me last time I was streaming for like what 35 minutes, and y'all were like, this is too short. Then I did an hour. No, it is too short. Okay, so the goal is like around 2 hours, like 2+ hours. 2+ hours. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. That's why you have all this going on in the chat. I don't mean to overstimulate y'all. These are all TikToks. I promise you. There's no YouTube video today. Because YouTube videos, they take up a lot of my time. TikToks, it's a little shorter. So yes, then you also have the last one. If you are Nigerian, please don't get upset with me. It's not all of you. We're going to talk about that too. Because there's been something that has been happening. And it's been happening for a while. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm going to call it out. I said something about this before, and then you had Nigerians that were like, oh my god, they always talk about us. Oh, they hate us. Oh my god, Natalie hates. Oh my god, I don't hate y'all. I love y'all. Matter of fact, I love y'all. But there is this particular thing that a number of you do that I need to call you out on. Because who else is going to do it? I'm not afraid of you guys. We are one. We're one. I don't need to be afraid of y'all. Just like how y'all don't need to be afraid of me. We are all people. We're all Africans. Let's stick together. Let's call each other out. Like, you can call me out. You can call another brother or sister out. Like, it's not that deep. Nobody hates you. So, we'll get into that as well. So, I'm saying so a lot. Oh my god. I woke up this morning and I saw that a number of you guys were tagging me in some TikToks. So that also inspired me to be like, yeah, today let's just do TikToks. And I really do appreciate that. Like, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving me like YouTube channels to watch, giving me TikToks to watch, to react to. Thank you so much. And the person that did it, it was Anisu. So shout out to Anisu. Thank you for tagging me. There was a TikTok that caught my interest, and I was like, yep, we're going to react to it because what the heck is this? What? We're going to get into that. Thank you guys so much. I want to keep encouraging, like, please send me TikToks to react to, and also send me YouTube videos that you would like for me to react to as well. Please remember, I don't want excessive, vulgar content. It doesn't make me comfortable. I'm very uncomfortable with that. Like, when it's like constant cursing, nasty language, all that stuff. So please keep that in mind. I didn't put this in the chat, what I was going to be talking about today, but for this one, it's literally like 1 minute. I wanted to react to Drake's new song. Or is it album? Did he release an album? I don't even know. I don't listen to Drake. But there is this song that has been playing a little bit, and I'm like, I didn't know that Papa Drake was bilingual. I didn't know that he speaks Spanish. Mi amor. Like, what is it? What does it say? Something padre. I don't know. I heard about it and I was like, I want to react to the full song. But then guess what? I stream on YouTube. And I'm honestly afraid that I'm going to get a copyright strike. Because that's what happened with mindless behavior. YouTube, I love y'all, but y'all are so sensitive. And it's not even y'all, it's UMG. I don't know why UMG is doing this to me or doing this to other streamers on YouTube that just want to react to your music. I feel like, why do I have to do the most to be reacting to your music? I played mindless behavior on last week's stream, right? And it wasn't even like mindless behavior. I'm playing it through here, right? And the music is playing. You can hear it clearly as if you're on Spotify or Apple Music. No, it was coming from my Alexa. And then I was standing in the back and literally, I think it was for 30 seconds. I'm playing mindless behavior from my Alexa. Then I get an email from YouTube after the stream, like a couple hours later, telling me we found copyrighted music on your stream, therefore you will not be monetized on this particular stream. And I'm like, who gave me this strike? And I'm seeing it's from UMG. Hello? Why? UMG, you guys are super sensitive, and y'all are super strict. I can't even play background music. I get a strike. So it also leads me to say this. Y'all remember Soulless J? The guy that I reacted to, the last time I reacted to him, there was the client almost got into a fight with the decoy, and then turns out the guy's girlfriend was dating another woman. That whole mess. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be reacting to Soulless J either, because I guess the type of music he uses is also copyrighted. I got a copyright strike. It wasn't like a strike, like it affected my channel, but YouTube emailed me, hey, you're using music that is copyrighted, so therefore you will not get monetized. Like, dude! So I guess we're not going to be reacting to Soulless J either anymore. I am so sorry. Even though he's entertaining, we're not reacting to him no more. I miss Jack TV. Where did Jack TV go? Where are you? We're waiting for a new video because I want to bring it to my channel. So, let's carry on. That's what happened with the whole Drake thing. I literally woke up this morning. I was like, I want to react to Drake's song, and then it didn't happen because UMG is extremely sensitive. Now, I want to talk about Deshae Frost again because there has been an update that I did not mention yesterday. I did mention that Deshae Frost got unbanned from Twitch. I think he was just suspended. Like, it wasn't even a ban. It was just like you were suspended type of thing. Like what TikTok did with us. They banned us for like 12 hours. And I honestly believe that Twitch made a terrible decision. Like I was glazing Twitch, and then out of nowhere, like Twitch embarrassed me. So this new update that I did not tell you guys was that when he went on stream, he was on FaceTime with Kai Cenat, right? And while they were talking, it's Kai. First of all, here's what irked me, right? The first thing that showed me, like, yeah, Deshae is corny for this. He recorded the FaceTime call with Kai. So Kai is giving him advice about how to do his content from this day forward so that people will respect Deshae again. People will take Deshae seriously with his content again, right? Why the hell did you record the FaceTime call? Why was the FaceTime call on stream? That was very corny. It gave, like, you wanted to get attention from it. Like, I don't understand. I stream as well. I'm a novice at streaming, but I know for a fact that I'm not going to put, like, private, intricate stuff onto my stream. Like, literally, I have a sign on my door saying I'm live, because there are certain things that I choose to not do on my stream. There are certain things I'd rather not have, like certain conversations I would rather not have on stream, because privacy is sexy. I've been saying this. So for Deshae to do that, I already knew that everything that Kai was going to tell him was going to go through one ear and out the other. It was very evident. And let me tell you how like what I'm saying is true. One ear out the other. Because Kai literally told him, bro, Stop posting women. Stop doing content with women. Period. 100%. Over 100% if possible. No women. Focus on your content. I don't know the full conversation, but I just remember him saying, no women. What did Deshae do? He said, okay, so I'm going to minimize it. Like, dude, you're not listening. This is coming from somebody, I'm going to say it again. This is coming from somebody that was one of Deshae's first fans. I was a fan of him at the age of 11 years old, and right now I'm 21. Y'all know Deshae from Twitch, Instagram, all these other platforms. No, I know him from Vine. When he was a part of the group, he wasn't even like famous for real. Like, it was Daystorm Power's son, Tavion Power, Malik, Ben, River Blue, and then you had Deshae like in the background. Ultimately, Deshae became the most famous one out of the group because the rest of the group just dispersed. They disappeared. I don't know where they went. You understand what I'm saying? So with Deshae, there was clearly way more potential with him. I'm not going to take credit away from him. He can do content. He's just going in the wrong direction. He's just being freaky for no reason. Fine. If you want to be freaky, there's Patreon, there's OnlyFans. I don't know how OnlyFans works, but if you can post your content for free, let your viewers that want to be freaky with you go onto OnlyFans and watch your content. Why are you bringing it to YouTube? Why are you bringing it to Twitch? That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't even want to describe some of the freaky stuff that he's done on stream. And I also told somebody this. This is for people that want to do content creation, because content creation is on a spectrum. You can do it in several ways. And one of those ways is streaming, like what I'm doing right now, right? I'm not all that. I'm not saying that Deshae has to listen to me. He clearly didn't listen to Kai. And Kai is one of the most successful streamers, successful content creators. Cool. But here's how I feel, right? And I feel like this is very efficient. This is very efficient. My advice is you need to decide, after you decide, yeah, I want to do content creation, you need to decide what will work better for you. Is it polished content or is it streaming? One or the other. After you decide that, then you can be more intricate and say, okay, what type of content do I want to do with polished content or with streaming? It's either polished content or streaming. Polished content is what I used to do, where I would set up my camera, my microphone, and be like, hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Natalie, blah, blah, blah. I used to do that and I hated it. I told y'all this before. I absolutely hated it. I didn't feel like I was me. I was too focused on not messing up. I couldn't be natural. It was so weird to me to do, cut this. No, I didn't say this right. Cut. Let me re-edit. I hated it. Then I found out about streaming. You can stream, meaning like you just talk, you're all natural, it's raw content, you post, like your stream just gets posted, right? You chop it up, you post it as highlights, it's cool. So I found out about streaming and I have been stuck to streaming ever since. Because with me, I can sit and talk for a long time. I can talk for hours about anything. That's how I am. I'm like that in real life. I can just sit and talk and talk and talk and talk. That's why I am more comfortable with streaming. I'm not going to do polished content ever again unless it's very necessary. Even if I were to do polished content, it would probably in a streaming formula. Like I would go on my streaming platform and then I would be like, hey guys, welcome to another video, blah, blah, blah. But I'm actually like fake streaming. It's like I'm streaming without people watching me, basically. Like what I'm doing right now, I could do this without actually going live. I can just press record. I like doing that. I like raw content. With Deshae, it's very clear that streaming is not for him. Because with all due respect, even though he doesn't deserve respect, with all due respect, he's boring. And here's what I also want to say. If you have people, I've had people talk about me online before. I've seen the videos. People have critiqued me before. What would I do? I would filter out the hatred, but I would listen to the feedback. Natalie, when you speak, sometimes you can be overtly aggressive. Like I listen to where y'all are coming from. Somebody told me, hey Natalie, when you post your stream highlights, you should do it this way or you should do it that way. That way I would feel more engaged to you. Y'all are the people that make me. Why would I ignore y'all? That's why I don't understand content creator. You want to be up there, but you don't want to listen to the people that are making you relevant, the people that are putting you up there. That's diabolical to me. So people are saying, I know that people are being mean about it, but people are saying, Deshae, you are boring. That's why we prefer your sister. You don't entertain us. There's nothing funny about you. You have no star in you. That's what people are telling you, Deshae. So do something about it. And I know that he can do something about it because, like I said, I was one of Deshae's first fans when he was literally the background dancer to his friends. He was very funny. He used to do skits on Instagram. That's another thing too. When you reach the top, don't let that stuff get to your head. When you reach that level, don't mess up the formula. Stick to what made you you. But at the same time, don't be afraid to adapt to other things. We are not saying become freaky though. People are saying you are a freak. You're being weird. The content that you do with women is weird, especially E-Kane. The whole thing is nasty, weird, overstimulating. You need to be doing something else. We are not entertained. Deshae had a frostathon, and I had no issue with it. Like, people were saying, oh, you want to be like Kai Cenat. No. No one is trying to copy anybody. Even if you were to be doing that, so what? That's what content creation is like. You're going to end up looking like you're copying somebody. Oh, because Kai had a successful stream, he did good doing it for a month. Oh, now Deshae. I don't agree with that. Don't be like that towards him. He's trying. I don't respect what he does, but I know, well, I can't never say that I know him. That's parasocialism, but I know of him. Like, I'm familiar with his content. I've been familiar for a long time, right? He's trying to do the Frostathon. I've seen some stuff here and there. It didn't come off weird to me, but you guys have people have posted what type of stuff was happening on the stream, which is like, oh, okay, this is why your stream flopped. Like, this is kind of embarrassing, bro. He did the Frostathon, and sorry, I'm losing train of thought. Oh yeah, and it was very evident that he felt some type of way because his sister Brooklyn was getting more attention. Brooklyn, Rula, other people that were coming on the stream, they were more entertaining. Brooklyn understands. But the thing, you see how Deshae got, like, he felt some type of way, like he had an attitude, and he was like, oh, I'm just gonna fly somewhere else. I'm gonna go to, I think it was Texas. He was like, I'm gonna go to Texas. I don't really feel like being here. Like, how can you say that to the people that are watching you? Like, I would have taken that as disrespect. I'm watching you live. Or some people are at work, they're watching. People are at school, they're school? No, I don't think people were in school. But you get the point. I'm doing something while I'm watching you, and you want to sit here and say on your stream, oh, I don't really feel like being here. I'm just going to go fly out. How would you have felt if someone that you enjoy, if you actually liked watching, said that? Wouldn't you feel some type of way like, what the hell? This is why I prefer Brooklyn. Because Brooklyn doesn't talk to her. I don't think she does she? Let me know. Like, there are certain things, like, you don't talk to people like that. These people are all of these things that people could be doing, and they're watching you, dude. Like, what is your problem? It's rude. And it was inconsiderate. If you don't like that your sister is getting more attention than you, then you can probably sit down and think to yourself, okay, what am I doing wrong? What kind of content do you guys want to see? I ask you guys all the time, what type of content do you want to see? And then I listen to y'all, and I'm like, okay, let me see if I can do this, and I'll figure out a way. Kai's Mafia-thon. He had no problem with being in the background for a little bit. At the end of the day, it was still his platform. It's still under his name. He just had no problem with having people come on the show and having the spotlight for a while. That is how you stay relevant, because you're not afraid to have someone else have the spotlight on your platform. It's never that deep, because at the end of the day, it's under your name. So it just seemed like, I'm not trying to be accusatory, but I'm just observing. It just seemed like Deshae wanted all the spotlight onto him. Him. If you want to be that guy, first off, I don't see how you can go very far with that. But, okay, cool. Because even Speed, I don't really watch his content like that, but even with Speed, you can tell that he's independent with his streaming, but he has no issue with collaborating with people. here and there. No problem. The heck? So that was just really weird to me. Don't be upset when your viewers are telling you you're boring. I know it's rude, but it's like, okay, what makes you think that I'm bored? Like, what have I done? You know what to do. What think about what made you famous. What made you famous? And work off of that. Because I'm telling you right now, Tavion did not make you famous. All these you guys were in a group, y'all got y'all clout together, but you ended up being the most famous one. Figure it out. Instead of just sitting here getting mad at people, like, oh, like acting like you're upset. I'm not saying this is what he said, but the way he's behaving is like he doesn't like other people having the spotlight. That's not right. No. That's basically it. That's all I wanted to say about that. Don't be afraid of giving someone else a spotlight. If you want to like make it, don't do that. Like, don't be afraid of that. It's gonna be fine. It's not that deep, because people still know who you are. You can't be selfish. Like, okay, cool. So please learn something from that, because that was actually crazy. Hi, Anisu. Hi, Jenny. Hello, Mogale. Because I didn't want to say your first name wrong. Is it Chiamo? I don't want to mispronounce anyone's name. Alright, let's move on. So, I want to show you guys a TikTok, and it's a story time of a father who dismembered his own brother. I'm not going to say why. I think the story is very interesting, and we should just look at it together. So let me show y'all. All right. Hold on. Back to the beginning. Yeah, so y'all heard that, and I'm one of those people that is not mad at all. Oh, y'all couldn't hear? You guys couldn't hear the story? Should I play it again? I'm sorry. Let me move over here. Let me know if y'all want me to play it again. I'll turn it up for you guys, because I didn't know. But, yeah. That's... Oh, you want me to play it again? Okay, cool. Let me see. Because for some reason with TikToks, the sound goes kind of low. Let me fix it real quick. Where are we at? Okay, I'm going to play a little bit. Let me know if the sound is better. What the heck? It's not showing up. What the heck? Let me see again.
My uncle hurt me real
Oh,
bad.
there we go. There we go. There we go. You see what I mean? This is why I was late. This is why I was late. Again, because it's stuff like this. Put the volume down a little bit so it doesn't ruin y'all's eardrums. But let me check again. Yeah, can y'all hear?
Letting your daughter go over your brother's house should not be a problem, but not in this case. A dad let his 8-year-old go over to his brother's house, but when she came home, he noticed she was bleeding in between her legs. He asked her, "What happened to you?" She said, "My uncle hurt me real bad, and when he hurt me, I won't stop bleeding in between my legs." The daddy rushed out the house, ain't say what he was going, what he was to do, didn't even tell nobody what was going on. He went straight to his brother's house. When he got to his brother's house, he knocked on the door. As soon as his brother came to the door, he unalived him. He didn't let him talk. He didn't let him get a word in. As soon as his brother came to the door, he unalived him. And after unaliving him, he went and took his body and cut it up piece by piece and laid it all throughout the river. When they found most parts of his brother's body, it was in a suitcase. He cut that man up about his baby. And nobody is upset, which I don't blame them. People be so weird. You can't even let your kids go over to your family house without wondering if they're going to be okay. Is these people sick? Do they look at kids different? Like, this is disgusting. She was 8 years old. Why are you attracted to your niece? This is your brother's daughter. Have y'all heard about this story? This is crazy. Let's talk about this in the comments.
Okay, thank you guys for letting me know that you couldn't hear. I like the freaking L sound. Like, talk to me. Jesus Christ. Like, thank you, Jenny. So, yeah. But you don't think he was right for unaliving his brother? You don't think... Really? Really? I want y'all to keep this in mind, too. Like, you never truly fully know what you would do in certain situations until, God forbid, it actually happens to you. And I think this was one of those scenarios. I'm sure he wasn't thinking to himself, oh, my brother... I mean, obviously he didn't think that because his daughter was going to the brother's house comfortably. I don't think he ever thought to himself, like, oh, what if my brother doesn't... No, because if he did, then he wouldn't let his daughter go to the house. But you never truly fully know until, like I said, God forbid, it actually happens. So, the whole unlife thing, I understand. The DISM-MB... Ooh. Alright. But I can't say that he was wrong. I don't even know if people are trying to come up with money for bail. I don't know, like, the full context of this story. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, he's wrong for that. That is a child. A child with blood running down in between her legs. I'm not going to even ask you, how would you have reacted? Because, once again, we don't know until, God forbid, it happens. So this is what makes me say this. The reason why it just hits something, like it hit me somewhere, it's just because I am an African woman, okay? And African people are notorious for having people stay in their houses, having their kids stay for a long time in a family member's house, etc. Africans do that. Everybody does it, but I'm speaking as an African. We are notorious for that. So this is what leads me to say, bro, like, I mean no disrespect, but it's gonna end with me. Because I had this conversation with my father on another live, and there were people that were really coming for me. Like, Natalie, you're selfish, you're inconsiderate, some people need help, what if that happens to you? I understand where you are coming from, but I'm not that girl. Like, I'll help you get an apartment, I'll help you pay for your rent before I have you stay in my house. My sanctuary, especially if I have young kids. No! Do you know what type of freak shows you could bring into your house? And they came at you with, oh, I'm struggling, I need help, and this and that. You're not staying in my house. I don't care who you are. Even if, okay, if your family... Even if you were, like, the way that I know that many Americans do it, I'm not sure if it's, like, an American thing, but I've heard this, like, from American shows. They would say, hey, my family's coming over, they're gonna stay in a nice Airbnb. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna stay in an Airbnb, then they come see me here and there, but they're not gonna stay in my house, because it's still my house. I see nothing wrong with that. Seriously, I don't. So now imagine people, like probably people that you go to church with or people you worked with, like your coworkers, whatever, talking about I need help, I'm struggling, I got evicted or something, I need somewhere to stay. I will help you find a place to stay before I let you stay in my house. Like, you cannot be in my house. All these stories that are out there about children being touched inappropriately by people that were saying that they needed a place to stay, they got evicted, whatever. No. Nope. Absolutely not. So, like, listen, because this topic is stressing me. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to let people stay in your house. You're better than me. Like, may you go to heaven before me. May you be ahead of the line. You know what I mean? My problem is people do this willy-nilly. They don't pray over it. They don't ask God. Even if you're not a Christian, you don't like listen to your intuition. You don't, none of that. Some people just do it. And they act like if they even consider the idea that their family members or whoever wants to stay in their house could be weirdos or creeps, they act like if they think that way, they're sinning for being cautious. There's nothing wrong with being cautious. I don't like that. I feel like you should not be compromising when it comes to your kids, especially your kids. It's one thing if it's just you and your spouse and then you have people stay with you. But it's a whole other thing if it's you, your spouse, and you have children, even if they were grown children. It's still a risk. In a way, it's a risk. Not everyone that stays with you is a creep, but be cautious about it. And let's say that they're not a creep, but there are some people that can come into your house. They're very nice to you at first, but then they give you a hard time. It could be something like, a woman stays in your house and then all of a sudden she wants to cook for you and she wants to do this for you and she likes the idea of feeding your husband. Like, stuff like this happens. Oh no, this home that I pay bills in. You're not gonna stress me. You will not stress me. So back to the father. What he did, I can't even say that he was overdoing, like he did too much. You never truly fully know until, God forbid, you end up in a situation like that. The whole reaction, unaliving, dismembering, all of that, you never know. You just never know. Because that's actually insane. Someone that, your brother doing this to his niece, your daughter. That's what I'm telling you guys. For the last time, I'm telling y'all. And nobody is going to change my mind. I will never be that girl. You tell me, hey, I need somewhere to stay. And I'm saying, okay, you can stay in my house. Never. Especially if I have young kids. Never. May God bless me in a way where I can literally be like, okay, I can help you get an apartment. I can help you do this. But you're not going to stay in my house. I don't even believe in in-laws or even my parents, like living in my house. Like, I don't know. Like with that one I don't know. But just people that that I went to school with, people that I can't do it. I don't know about y'all, but I can't do it. That's all I have to say. Remember yesterday I was saying that I want to do like the Am I the A-hole like story times. Yesterday it was so interesting, like, but the plot twist really pissed me off. It was so unnecessary. Anyways, Am I the A-hole scenario, I found this girl that, like, her whole content is her doing that, like telling these stories, and I find it really interesting. I would like to start sharing that more. So I'm gonna show you the next TikTok. I really do hope that the sound is better now, because what the heck was that? But let me make sure. Hold on.
Husband who let his
Okay, it's good. All right, let's listen, because even I kind of forgot the story time.
Did you hear about the husband who let his always late wife miss a big event just to teach her a lesson? So this husband and wife have been together for 5 years, and he is fed up of his wife's chronic lateness to all these events that they have to go to. He finds it extremely annoying and it gets on his nerves. Now, to her, it's no big deal because her husband always manages to get her there on time by telling her the time of the event is 45 minutes earlier than it actually is. She's never realized that he does this because she's too caught up with herself and taking photos of herself. That's the reason he says that she's always late. She has a decent following on Instagram and apparently she's hoping to be a content creator. However, he finds it extremely silly that she turns everything that they do into a photo session. And at this point, he stopped agreeing to take her photos altogether. Now, they've had many conversations about this and he's explained to her that he's finding it mentally exhausting having to always stay on top of her and giving her different times to make sure that they stick to the time frame and get to things on time.
It's not just mentally draining, it's also very disrespectful and inconsiderate. I said this yesterday, I don't believe in time blindness. You can have a whole clock in front of you if needed be. Like, you shouldn't feel ashamed of that. I don't like time blindness. It's not real. You're just irresponsible. And the fact that this husband is telling his wife about events 45 minutes before the event is actually supposed to... Nah. That's not normal. Like, people like that need deliverance. Seriously, I'm not even trying to be funny. It's a sickness. Like, what is your issue? People like that, we shouldn't even be giving them room for excuse. It's just so inconsiderate. And there are people that are super proud of it. Like my people, African people, they love that. My black people, they love that. Many of them, not all of them, many of them are really into that. They'd be like, oh, African time, black people time. Shut up. You're rude, you're inconsiderate, you're embarrassing, and you're irresponsible.
But she, however, doesn't do anything to address it. So this time round, he decided that he wanted her to experience the consequences of her actions. This month alone, he says they have been embarrassingly late to at least 2 events. And this was the first time that she started to realize that he hadn't been honest about the start time of the event because he used to always tell her 45 minutes earlier than it was meant to start. Now, a week ago, he told her that he wouldn't be doing that anymore and he expected her to act like a responsible adult and to be in control of her time. So fast forward, it's been her birthday weekend and he had bought a ticket to a show where there was going to be several performances, including her favorite artist as the first act. Now, as he already explained to her, he wasn't giving her a 45-minute buffer. He expected her to remember the conversation that they had, that he was not going to control the time and he was not going to give her an earlier start time to make sure she was ready on time. Instead, she was there doing her whole influencer routine, decorating the room, setting up light, getting all dressed up and taking photos. This whole time, he knew that she was missing out on her first favorite artist, all because she didn't take him seriously. He was done with the mental burden of always having to rush and plan everything. So they finally arrived to the show and she realized what has happened, that she has missed her favorite artist. Now, she got upset and she was crying, saying how could he do this to her on her birthday?
The audacity. He literally told you need to be on time. That is basic adult, that's not even a skill. That's like something that you should just know. It's a basic thing. Like knowing how to clean, it's very basic. Be on time. And you want to sit here and spin it on your husband and say, how could you do this to me? And you knew on top of that, oh, so when it pertains to you, that's when you will be on time. The audacity.
She went on to say that it seemed like he was getting a rise out of how she was upset and that why couldn't he just put his ego aside for this one day that was her birthday. He told her that this was on her and that he explained clearly that he was not going to rush her anymore and that he should have listened to her the first time and expected her to follow through on what he said. She said that the whole point of this event was for her to see her favorite artist, whom they had missed. She was incredibly upset and she kept crying on and off throughout the rest of the show, and the ride home was extremely awkward. When they got home, he was in the downstairs restroom and she sent him a text saying that she wasn't welcome in their bedroom. He ignored this message and went into the bedroom anyway while she was changing. She gave him the dirtiest look when he walked in the room and he just explained to her that she can't tell him not to come into the room because it's his bedroom as well. And that if she's uncomfortable with him being in there, then she should take the couch. She ended up leaving the house altogether to go and visit her mom, and now he's reconsidering whether he's the asshole in this situation. What do you guys think?
That's actually, that part, she went to her mother's house. You're acting like this man cheated on you. You went to your mother's house over your lack of responsibility. I can be angry all I want, but I would not be this type of girl to be like, oh, you should just leave her. A lot of people do that. I remember when I went over the whole Valentine's Day thing. I'm gonna read the comments in a moment. I remember when I went over the whole Valentine's Day segment. There was this girl that was saying, the one with the bigger lips. I thought her lips were nice. You know how I feel about fillers, but she still looks nice to me. Very beautiful. But anyways, the girl that was saying Valentine's Day is for the girls. I'm genuinely confused. My fiance thinks that I should be getting him stuff for Valentine's Day. I'm so confused. Why do I need to be getting him something? Especially if his birthday is 4 days later. I'll get him something on that day. But on Valentine's Day, no. You're supposed to be catering to me. And I'm saying it like she used this tone. No, she was nice about it. She was. But I was very mad. Like, what type of mindset is that? And then she also said, oh, when you look up Valentine's Day, you see the men taking their girls out. What type of research did you do? It looks like you watched TikToks. Because if you go on Google, it says Valentine's Day is for couples. It had nothing to do with men catering or women catering. No, it's for couples. And get away from me with the sweetest day. There's no sweetest day. No one celebrates that. So, where you lose me, y'all, is a number of you saying that he should take the ring back. And this is why relationships these days are not stable. Because y'all be so quick to break up. Y'all be so quick. Like, marriage. Y'all be so quick to tell people divorce. Oh, I'm gonna divorce. Like, marriage counseling, there's a reason why you gotta get a degree in that. Like, in marriage, like, marriage is no joke. You don't just leave just like that. I'm not being abused. I'm not getting cheated on. And abuse comes in several ways, like verbally. I'm not being abused. I know he's a good man. We're just dealing with this particular thing right now. We're having a disagreement on something that's pretty big right now. And we need to go seek help concerning it. Okay. This is also why I don't want to get too off track here, but I'll come back. This is why I be telling people, right? And everyone says this. Keep people out of your relationship, especially family. Keep people out of your relationship. I don't understand people in relationships that come online and they be like, this is what we're going through. My man did, or my woman did this. She been pissing me out. Do you not fear digital footprints? What is your problem? People are going to remember that. What's this girl's name? Jessica the prankster? She got into some situation with her now husband. I don't remember, but I think the husband embarrassed her or something. Like, they got into it publicly. It was posted online, right? She ended up forgiving this man. He ended up proposing to her. Now they're married and they're happy. But you have people that remembered what happened between them and they're saying, oh, I can't believe you're with this guy still. There are just some stuff you don't bring onto the internet. So, with you guys, not you guys, but a number of you that be like, oh, you divorce. Oh, I leave her, leave him. You will never be in a stable relationship. Stable relationships require forgiveness. Forgive. If you don't have that within you, if you're not able to forgive, you shouldn't be in no type of relationship, not even a friendship. No relationship. Marriage is deeper than friendship. So with friendship, I guess it's a little bit easier to just be like, oh, I'm not gonna deal with you. Like, you got me. Like, I'm gonna cut you off. It's a little easier because you're not in love with your friend. That's literally your friend, like your best friend, whatever. But marriage is spiritual. It is deep. It is a literal covenant with God. It's a divine institution. Marriage counseling exists. Use it to your advantage because marriage, like my father says all the time, is a long journey. It's a lifelong journey. You think everything is going to be sunshine and rainbows every single day. You're not being cheated on. You're not being abused. Your children are not being abused. Like, there are levels to it. I said in the comments, because people were saying, oh, that you men get so angry. There were men that were saying, yeah, he should take the ring back. Calm down. She obviously got the ring because there is more to this woman that the man has fallen in love with. There's more to her. It's just this one hiccup. You know what I mean? So I said in the comment, I responded to the guy. I said, no, I believe that they should work it out. Try to have an understanding. Where she lost me at was her posting this whole thing online. That's where I'm like, what is your problem? But the video's out there. Anyway, whatever. They should work it out and they should move forward as a couple. Now, I don't understand people that are boyfriend and girlfriend. The girl gets cheated on and then she's like, you know what, let's just work this out. And, and then they end up getting married. I watch, I listen, I won't judge. But that's pretty weird. It's pathetic. I tried so hard to be nice. It's y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend. He cheated on you. Or the girl cheated on you. But you're like, you know what? I believe that this is my person. I'm going to work it out. And I'm still going to marry. That's where you lose me. Kick me out the group chat. Matter of fact, I don't want to hear it. No, leave me out. There's no freaking way. No way. Wife, husband, even God himself says, I hate divorce. But in a moment of adultery, that means the covenant is broken. The marriage has been broken. Yeah, you can leave your spouse for infidelity, for adultery. A number of you still stay. Okay. But if my God told me, we'll get into that in a moment. I'm not going to say too much. I want to go over the comments on this video. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, he should leave her. No. Are we supposed to be on her side because I'm not? Me neither. Everyone claiming time blindness. There's no such thing. What did I just say? It's just a lack of responsibility and accountability. You're just finding someone to blame rather than yourself for your laziness. I'm sorry, but she's in the wrong. She was warned. It ain't his fault. That's so exhausting. I could never be with someone that is always late. Is she an adult or a toddler? Like, you as a grown woman, you're crying in the concert because you missed out on your favorite artist. Go to the bathroom. If she did not do that already. He did nothing wrong. He didn't withhold information. He let her know he was no longer rushing her. You know how tiring it must be trying to make sure she's on time. Is she a child? You see? How is everyone blaming the guy? No one's blaming him. I didn't see anyone blaming him. Does she own an alarm clock? What did I just say? There's no such thing as time blindness. Miss me with that. No such thing. No such thing. You have a phone, you have a watch, you have Alexa. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 11:03 a.m.
11:03 a.m. Like, no freaking way. And you are an adult. Like, you have no business being married with this type of irresponsibility. Don't piss me off. Man stood on business. He's tired of treating her like a child. There's no such thing as time blindness. This is lack of responsibility. Yep, these comments are pretty redundant, but we're all saying the same thing. He's her partner, not her parent. He effectively communicated his boundaries and she disrespected it yet again. Is this grounds for divorce? No. Marriage is a lifelong journey. It's two imperfect people coming together. Everything, you can work through anything, almost anything. I feel like we should be more selective on what we choose to work things out on. I mean, she's got to have natural consequences or she will never realize the severity of her actions. There are people, this is one of many instances where you have adults that need to be slapped in order to understand, yeah, being slapped hurts. You know what I mean? There are people like that. I'm like that on certain things. I'm like that with people. Somebody is telling me, I used to have this really bad issue. Like, I really was something else. People would tell me, Natalie, this person is blah, blah, blah. I was the type to be like, okay, I hear you, but that was your experience. Maybe it will be different for me. And then I ended up getting screwed over. You know what I mean? Every adult has this problem. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he should leave her over this. No. Time blindness isn't real. He's not her mother. Her lack of accountability is wild. Oh yeah, the gaslighting. Yeah, no. She doesn't respect him and holds no accountability. Let's do a few more because, yeah, like I said, they're pretty redundant. Hey, Jay. So not only is she lacking accountability, she's also disrespecting his communication. It works both ways. I promise you she ain't learned a darn thing from this experience. The fact that she went to her mother's house, I don't believe in going to my mother's house over something. You would have to cheat on me or be abusing me for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to go to my mother's house. Leave people out of your marriage. Leave people out of your relationship. Go sleep on the couch. We're beefing right now, but I'll sleep on the couch. You know what I mean? If it's that deep, I'll sleep on the couch. People be so quick to go to your parents' house. And of course, your parents may be biased as well. Like, oh, you did my daughter wrong or you did my son wrong. Leave the parents out. They are headed for divorce. She's checked out. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I rebuke that. They don't need a divorce over this. This is the last one I'll read. He's 100% in the right. It's not like he withheld information or lied to her. He gave her all the details and she made the decision to miss it and blame him. She knew of the time and she knew it was her favorite artist, but still blamed him for her being late. Then had the audacity to tell him to put his ego aside as if it isn't her ego that caused the problem. Yeah. There's nothing more I can say. So that's basically it for this TikTok. What we have here next is, I know it's sensitive, but we're still going to talk about it because it gets to a point, black women. It gets to a point. I want to start off by saying, let white women have it easy, okay? We got to work harder. We got to do this and that. If that's the case, fine. Fine. Let's look at this video of this girl complaining that social media is easy for skinny white women. And I want to read the comments on that as well.
I'm gonna say it. I'm so sorry, but life is so easy for skinny white women content creators. What do you mean Poppy sent you a vending machine fridge? What do you mean you have a Super Bowl halftime commercial, Alex Earl, and a Hellman's Mayo? Like, what? Life is just on easy mode for them. Like, if you are skinny, white, bonus points if you're blonde hair and blue-eyed, you should be... you should have a camera in front of your face at all times because literally by April, you're going to be making it big. Literally.
Let me read the comments first. This time. I blocked Alex Earl. I don't see the hype. This gives, like, you mad? That's like blocking Charlie D'Amelio because you don't like how she's the most popular TikToker. You know, like, are you mad? Now let's say a white person or, a white person says, I blocked Gabi. The black guy that does this. I blocked him because I don't see the hype. All of a sudden, it's racist. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. So what? Alex Earl is super popular. She's a white, skinny woman. I don't even know what she looks like. I don't know if she's blonde or brunette. Regardless, so what? So what? Clock it. They can literally just look at the camera and get, no exaggeration, millions of views and likes. It sucks, but so what? Like, I'm just gonna keep saying that. So what? I'm a skinny white girl and I'm stuck in the 300 views. I think you mean skinny white rich girl. Let me see the replies. You see, this is what I like. Just went to your page and your eyes are so gorgeous. Just followed you. Hope you blow up soon. This is what I'm talking about. What are we sitting here as black women complaining for? Let's just uplift one another. There's money for everybody. There's room for everyone to become somebody. It's not only subject to white women. What are y'all doing sitting here just complaining and complaining and complaining? It's not going to take you anywhere, I promise. Just sitting here getting mad. How does it make you look? This is what I'm talking about. If you don't like a white girl being famous or a white girl getting more attention from brands, okay, it sucks. Deal with it. It's either we continue to walk, we continue to move forward, or we just sit in our bed and just complain. Where is complaining going to take you? You might as well protest over this and see where that takes you. You know what I mean? It gets to a point. I'm really tired of this. They do this with content creation as well. That's what I've also noticed too. Oh, I can never be as popular as this girl. Like I don't think like this. I'll get to that in a second. But see, white people like that and support that. They don't think their people have to be amazing or have to be amazing or have a talent. They think being pretty is enough. So these white creators that do nothing really are going to continue to blow up. That's why I say there won't be a black Alex Earl, because black people don't think someone should have a following and get all these opportunities just for being pretty. I am sick of this. This is why y'all are limited. Because you think that you're limited. Look at Kabi. He's a black, is he the most followed TikToker? I don't even know. He was at some point, at least. The most followed. And he's a black man. Let me see this. White people like that and support that. They don't think that their people have to be amazing or have talent. How do you know that? Or have talent. They think being pretty is enough. So these white creators that do nothing really are going... Okay, so what does Tatiana do? What does Tatiana do? The black girl that did the imi. She's cute. She dances. Her hair is beautiful. This is the problem that I be having with y'all. And I'm gonna read more in a moment. This is my issue with y'all. The problem is you guys think that you're limited. You see a white girl reaching a certain level. You see the white girls are super popular. They're getting more money, etc. This is what I used to listen to Ricky Thompson and Denzel Dion's podcast. They know their worth. They have said no to certain brand deals because they noticed that they would give way more money to white creators in comparison to black creators. They're like, oh, no. I'm not going to do business with you when you treat black creators like they're less than. You know what I mean? I'm really getting tired of this mindset. That's the problem with y'all. You think that you're limited. You sit and complain. I understand that it's difficult. I understand that it's annoying. Like, oh, you a white girl. All you have to do is and then that's it. But you got girls like Tatiana that are doing the same thing. I don't even know what that girl's voice sounds like. I mean, I don't watch her content enough to know, but I'm sure she spoke in a video before. But that's not the point. She does the same thing. There's a girl named Naya. I've never heard her voice. The girl, Nia, she does like wigs. Her hair is super nice. I don't know her ad, but her name is Naya, that black girl. She doesn't talk. She does wigs. She's a super cute girl. Do you see how popular she is? You guys are acting like your worth is in your following, and that's where you guys mess up. So I don't know how many followers Alex Earl has, but if she were to have, let's say 20 million followers, and then you have girls like Naya and Tatiana, they have like 6 million people following them. Okay, just be content with who's watching you. If white people are, I guess, superior in the social media, my mindset is whatever. Like, whatever. Somehow, someway, we're all gonna eat. Like, whatever. I'm not in the business of, let's block this white creator because I don't see the hype. I've never been that girl to be mad at Charli D'Amelio's fame. I can't believe Charli D'Amelio oh my God, you guys that was so embarrassing to watch. People were really making videos upset because Charli D'Amelio got 5.2 million likes just in a video of her eating ice cream. So what? Who cares? I don't care. I'm not in the business of sitting here and complaining. I don't care. My mindset is, I am going to make it. That should be everyone's mindset. If you believe in yourself, you will make it. Stop having a limited mindset. It's embarrassing to watch. And the way that, and then you have people that are just disrespecting white people. It just sounds like, in a way, like, forgive me, but it just sounds like you're jealous. You're mad. You are already in the, as long as your mindset is like, I'm a nobody, as long as white people exist, you will stay a nobody. Beyonce is a black woman. One of the most known people, literally the most known celebrities in the world are black people. Michael Jackson, black man. Beyonce, black woman. Whitney Houston, black woman. Will Smith, black man. Do I need to continue? Biggie, black woman. You see how you have Europeans listening to our music? They are obsessed with our music. And a plethora of the artists are black people. Did Michael Jackson have the mindset of, I can never be as big as okay, I don't know my history. Michael Jackson became famous around like the 70s. Did he ever say, I can never be as famous as Cher? I can never be as famous as all these art, they're all, so what? Michael Jackson is the most known artist. Like, that type of aura that man had. He's a black man. Did he ever think to himself, I will never be that big? I will never be at that level because of my skin color? No! He kept going and going and going. Even if he did think like that, his actions said otherwise. He kept going and going and going. Now he is, even though he has passed since 2009, one of the most known artists in the world. The artists that have the most Grammys are black people. They don't limit themselves. So you never know what your future holds as long as you believe in yourself. Don't piss me off. Stop comparing yourself to people. Stop having, it's like you're having this victim mentality, like, oh, I'm limited because I'm black. What is your problem? And then you disrespect white people on top of that. Like, I don't roll with that. Don't complain to me. I'm tired of y'all complaining to us. Stop complaining and do something about it. If you're not going to do anything about it, be quiet. And I'm not saying do something about it as like, go get mad. Oh, stop watching. I don't even know it. Like, I'm blanking out, bro. I'm going to stop watching the Jimmy Fallon show. I'm going to stop watching Jimmy Kimmel. I'm going to stop watching this white girl. I'm going to stop watching. I'm not going to watch, Ellen doesn't have her show no more. You get the point. I'm not going to watch all these white people because I'm tired of white people being You sound like you're not a victim. Stop crying. Get over it. Instead of comparing yourself, look at who already made it before you. Look at those people. The most followed streamer is Kai Cenat. A black man. But I will never be as big as white women. That's how you sound. Stop it. You guys sound so mad. The way Alex doesn't do anything except party, stink, drink, and be dirty and not clean her room, and all the white women are like relatable. Like, what? Are you jealous? And you say that she stinks? For us to get a following, we have to be funny or do something in our stereotype to get views. It's sad. So what does Beyonce do? What did Whitney Houston do? You know that we are sexualized a lot, right? And we take a huge part of the blame. We keep on sexualizing ourselves, but that's a whole nother conversation. With black people, yeah? Let's use Whitney Houston again. Extremely famous. All over the world. Did she have to go on stage and take off her clothes for her to be at that level that she reached? Did she do that? I know she has done some things, but we don't need to talk about that. I'm talking about when she was singing. Did she have to strip herself? Did she have to be half naked on stage for her to reach the level that she reached? Did Michael Jackson have to be next to naked for him to be at the level that he was already at that level at age 12? So I'm tired of this fake victim mentality. It's embarrassing. They get millions of views just for existing. It's so hard not to like feel some type of way. I promise you, if all of you stop with this mindset and actually work, actually put your content out there. What's that girl's name? Is her name Naisa? The one that's like loud and funny, or you because you said, because you know we have to fit a certain stereotype to get views. She still got a lot of views. If you don't want to be loud, that's fine. If you don't want to be loud, it's okay. Tatiana is not loud. Naya, I've never even heard her voice. But they're up there. They don't get as many views or followers as Ali. So what? I'm not going to put my race into it. That's my whole point. I'm not going to put my race in it. Oh, I didn't get as many viewers in it because I'm a black woman. Be quiet, please. You sound crazy. Like, this is like fake victim mindset. Genuinely asking, where are they coming from? You never see them starting from scratch. So we're downplaying their work. They just randomly spawn with millions of fans. Maybe because it's not your type of content? Are we thinking that maybe? Y'all sound hateful and jealous, and this is why you are less likely to succeed. Somebody needs to tell you that, and I'll be the person. This is why you won't succeed, because you have this fake limited mentality. I'm so sick of it because we have to work twice as hard. They be so boring. Even if that were to be true, so what? What are you going to do about it? If you don't like it, then don't do it. It's as simple as that. If you don't like that you have to work twice as hard as white women, okay. Fine. But the way I think, I look at people like Kai, I look at Speed, I look at Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, all of these people. They're all black. Yet they're the most famous people in the world. So if you're going to keep complaining, continue to complain and stay where you are. And I'm not even trying to be mean. This is me speaking with immense passion. I am sick of this mentality. I'm sick of y'all complaining. I'm so tired. And this is just me being aggressive about it. But if I can be softer, I will say I want you to understand that you always have something to offer. But another thing too is that the internet is not for everybody. So if you have no intentions of being on the internet and putting yourself out there, stop talking. Then just don't talk. Go live your life without having to put yourself on the internet. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Insulting white people is not going to take you anywhere. I promise. Ignoring white people, that's weird. I'm going to read a few more. It's sad because when you point it out, you're simply told you're jealous. It depends on how you say it. Like, no, I am tired and saddened that I have to work twice as hard to stand out compared to our counterparts. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit and continue to complain, or are you going to still put yourself out there? Like what I'm doing. I'm putting myself out there still. If it were to be true that I have to work twice, I've never even felt that way. Like I have to work twice as hard. Never felt that way. As soon as they go viral for the silliest thing, they get a whole career and 1,000 brand deals. Pardon me, I could be wrong. Is Risa Tisa a woman of color, or is she a white woman? I don't even know. I would like for someone, whether you're watching the playback or you're here right now, please correct me. I don't know if she's a woman of color, but if she is a woman of color, we can use her as an example. She got $20,000 just for telling her story on TikTok. Life is easy for skinny white women. And if you're American, it's not the same for other skinny white women around the world. Okay. Oh, Alex Earl was a racist? Is a typical white girl. Let's not forget all her racist comments in the past. She is the epitome of white women privilege. I didn't know she was a racist. Hold on. Is that why you guys are insulting her? Okay. You don't have to be like me. The way I am, if you apologize for racist comments that you said before you became famous, then I'm cool. Not everyone has to forgive you. I'm not going to speak on behalf of all black people, but like I don't know if this is true. So if it's true, then I understand the insults, but my opinion still stands. Like if you're going to keep complaining, then don't put yourself on the internet because you already have this limited mentality. Even if Alex Earl were to not be famous, you still sound jealous in a way. Like, "Oh, why does she have to have a why not?" Like, do you know how you sound? Why does it have to be her? Why not me? Me. I'm fighting. Keep going. That's what I want to tell you because I'm done with this topic. Literally, keep going. Keep going. Instead of comparing yourself to white people, look at who already made it before you. That should be your motivation. I have a whole dream poster. I'm not going to say what's on it, but I have a dream poster. I follow people that already made it because it helps me to understand it is possible. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time comparing myself to white people or get upset because white people are superior in the internet world. Look at Kabi. He was in Bad Boys. All because of what type of effort? What type of effort did he put in his content? I'm not even trying to downplay it because you guys are saying that you got to do this and Gabi, he just takes videos that are stupid and then he does. Not too much effort is put into it. Is put into his content. I don't even know what his voice sounds like. But he's one of the most followed people on TikTok. You're sitting here complaining. It's really sad. Please stop that. It's embarrassing to watch. I'm tired of it. Stop having this fake, victimized, limited mindset. I'm begging you. Let's move on. Ooh, this is the one I wanted to get into. Yes. I was talking earlier about this whole, like, I don't understand people that are so quick to tell people to divorce or whatever. I also don't understand, though, people that are not even married. They're in relationships and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to take my partner back after cheating and then I'm still going to marry that." I don't get that either. But there's this girl, and this is my girl. She posted this video that had me kikiing. She had me laughing so hard because she's not your stereotypical Christian woman. She doesn't give a damn. Like, people really be out here complaining about the way we speak, complaining about our delivery when the X button is free, the block button is free. We're not going to change how we speak. But you guys think I'm aggressive when this woman is on a whole nother level and I respect her for it. I followed her for years. My girl, Faith, listen, we're talking about, I will never pray for my cheating husband. Because the hell do I need to pray for him for? Listen.
One thing I will never do as a Christian woman is pray for my cheating husband to stop his infidelity and come back to being the husband I once knew. If the husband I once knew or the husband I thought I knew has disappeared, then I will divorce the husband I know now. I don't have that suffering mentality that Christian women have to see.
That's what got me. Bro, I was talking to my mom and my sister about this yesterday. My sister reposted the video too. It's that deep breath. She's like, I don't have this suffering mentality. doesn't make any sense. You are an infidel. My God told me, his daughter, I hate divorce, but in the case of adultery, leave the marriage. You can leave the marriage, right? But you want me to sit here and be like, God, please help me restore my marriage. Oh, my marriage is messed up. My husband keeps on cheating and cheating and cheating. Please deliver him. When my God said you can leave, even though he hates divorce. Yahweh Nanga, please. Oh, no. Keep going.
I don't have that suffering mentality that Christian women have to save my marriage, to keep my home. No. In fact, I would destroy everything. You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Period.
It's not my place to wait for you to finish disgracing me, then accept you back to show you my love and my strength. Oh, dear future husband, if you try me, you will hear from my lawyers.
Period. Because that's another thing too. I had this conversation with a bunch of women on a TikTok live before, and there's women that said, "Oh, my husband, if he cheats on me, I will take him back. I will fight for our marriage. I'm not going to give up on my marriage or destroy my marriage over." Your husband already destroyed it. What is not clicking? Your husband already destroyed it. If you choose to forgive him, cool, but don't have this mindset of it's your fault if you decide to divorce him. That's where you lose me. I would never be okay with my daughters having that mindset. If my husband cheats on me, I'm gonna fight and fight. He should be fighting. What do you mean? He should be fighting. He's the one that stepped out on you. Especially if you have children together. He stepped out on your family. But you want to put the blame on yourself? You want to carry the burden? For what? Hey! Talk about something, I don't want to destroy my marriage. Your husband did it for you. Congratulations. Like, do you know how you sound? Continue.
I will never struggle in prayer just to get you back to me. And I think many other Christian women too should have this mentality.
Yes!
A man cheats on me. You cheat on me, your wife. And you think I'll go on my knees saying, God, please restore my home. I'm taking the kids and I'm getting the heck out of your house. Since you have decided to go out first, I'll follow you, don't worry.
Period. Of course, you have women in the comments, like this woman, that says, well, Christianity is deeper than that. We understand that lust is a demon. And it can consume anyone, whether female or male. And we pray against anything that disrupts our home. Oh, sweethearts, you will attract so many infidels with this mindset, I promise you. Because, girl, what? This makes you look subservient. If you ever want to deal with a man that constantly cheats on you, I'm not going to even say to you, like, girl, you don't know I'm just going to, girl, what do you tolerate? What do you tolerate? If this is what you tolerate, then you don't need to ask me for advice. Because you're willing to deal with this. There are women that are willing to deal with men that are unfaithful. There are women that are saying, oh, it's in a man's nature to cheat. Girl, no, it's not normal. The reason why it comes off like it's normal is because we see it all the time on social media, but in real life, men are not like, come on now. The men that I surround myself with, they are disgusted. I've had guy friends that literally cut off their friends because they cheated on their girlfriends. Get away from social media for a little bit, bien-aimé. I'm telling you. When you go back to touching grass, you will understand that it's not what you see on social media all the time. Infidelity, it happens a lot everywhere, but it's not at the frequency that you think it happens at. And that's why we have this mindset. Oh, it's in a man's nature. Please, no. My parents have been married for almost 30 years now. My father never cheated. Oh my God, stop. That's my girl, because she I'm telling you, she's not like she's not your average Christian woman. She's not going to talk to you softly. For what? For what? Tell him about some. I'll destroy. Yes, I will destroy everything. I will destroy everything, and you will hear from my lawyers. Because how can you disgrace me and disrespect me like that? Your wife and your children as well? Oh no. Now, if you want to take your husband back, okay. Go ahead, take that man back. But my God says, despite the fact that I hate divorce, in the case of adultery, yeah. Because the covenant is broken. You broke the covenant. You guys like to act like sex is just sex. That is a covenant. That's why I'm telling you guys, stop with the hookup culture is demonic. Hookup culture is demonic because you're tying yourself to several different people. But when you do it in the proper parameters of Christ, it's different. And then it is not even just men, wives too. Wives can be just as trifling. You go out and step on your spouse. You think that it's just some little mistake? Are you for real? Are we serious? You think I made a mistake? A mistake that not even can destroy your marriage. How dare you? How dare you? I'm not gonna judge women that take their husbands back. Fine. But where you lose me is where you say, because I'm gonna fight for my marriage because I don't want to destroy my marriage. Your husband did it already. Another woman had him. It's already destroyed. So if you want to go back to square one and be like, okay, we're going to rebuild our marriage, okay. And I've had people say to me, Natalie, this is not your place. Why are you talking about marriage? I have every right, because infidelity, it happens everywhere, in relationships and in marriages. You want to tell me that in marriage is a whole nother thing? In marriage, it's deeper. That's what it is. In marriage, it's way deeper. So, whatever. I'm not hearing you. It's deeper because you broke the covenant. So please, you want to take your husband back after infidelity? Cool. But don't ever look at me in my face and say, I don't want to destroy my marriage and betray my kids. Are you kidding me? Your husband did that. So yes, go restore your marriage. I'm behind you. Go restore your marriage. But don't try to tell me. Don't try to convince me you're like it's your fault if you end up leaving that man. Matter of fact, you are strong if you leave that man. Not saying that you are weak if you stay, but if you choose to leave, you're strong. I want you to know that you're not a villain if you choose to leave. Christ. So there's a TikTok that was sent to me this morning, and it says, I am not attracted to my husband.
Anyway. Okay, so I've been seeing this a lot with Clarence and Queen, but it's genuinely true. Like, you cannot date your type. If you are constantly dating your type and it ain't working out, girl, check them DMs. Look at his picture. If it's like, that's the one. I'm telling you, baby. When I met my boyfriend, who's my husband now, he'll even tell you, baby, it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying, It took me about 2 days to start liking him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being for real.
So for him, it took him 2 days. But by your title, it sounds like you still feel some type of way. Like on how your husband looks. Guys, here's the thing though. I don't believe in I don't care about looks. For me, I care about looks. I want to be attracted to you when I see you. You know what I mean? It's one thing if I'm not attracted to you at first, but then ultimately I end up like falling in love with you. I end up liking you. But attraction is still very important. I don't believe in, no. I'm not going to have you crucify me and be like, oh, how dare you say that? No, looks matter. My daddy taught me that looks matter. So, yeah, if I'm not attracted to you, then I'm gonna move on. Unless, time goes on and then I end up liking you, but then I also find you attractive. You know what I mean? But what she's saying is kind of, it's not sitting with my spirit properly.
By 2 days, okay? Because I was so used to like talking to light-skinned boys or just talking to boys who were more worried about their self, right? I done met a rough neck country bumpkin nigga who would do everything for me, and I almost passed him up because he was dark skinned.
Ooh.
A little rough. Oh, y'all, when I tell you I would have been out here working 3 jobs, I'm telling you right now, them niggas that care about themselves, they're gonna have you out here working 3 jobs just to fulfill what they need and their purpose in life. Baby, my man ain't never told me to go get no job.
She just disrespected light skins and dark skins. More specifically, like her husband, a dark skin, rough N-word.
When he came to see me and he told my mom and them, he said, no, I want to take her so I can take care of her. I got this. My daddy handed me over so freely because he said, oh, okay. Because his actions had already shown who he was. I'm telling y'all.
I'm confused. There are light-skinned men that can do the same thing. So don't date your type. Because when you don't date your type, you end up finding real men or real women. Huh? Is this what she's saying?
This man learned I was a vegetarian then when he met me. This man learned everything that I like to eat. I got out of practice one day, out of basketball practice. I was so tired, so hungry. I went to go see him while he pulled out my favorite. I'm telling you, if he wanted to, he would.
That goes with dark-skinned men and light-skinned men! What the hell? Woo! She's all over the place. Hey, Yahweh. Woo!
That's why I be looking at people like, girl, my man Ben showed me who he was in 2011. I ain't never letting go. I ain't never letting go. This is us. When I tell you I'm never letting go of that nigga, because he ain't never letting me go.
It sounds like she's more in love with what he does than anything else. Actions do matter. Don't get me wrong. Actions do speak louder than words, but it just sounds like she's more in love with what he does. Like, you a little ugly, you rough, but I love what you do for me. You treat me well, so therefore I'm gonna choose you. Guys, let's say the roles were reversed, yeah? Let's say the roles were reversed. Like, imagine how this sounds. Women, imagine if your man proudly said, and that has happened before. I forgot the people that did, the guy that did it. But imagine your man saying, I wasn't feeling you. You know? But I love that you cook for me. I love how you treat me. You treat me like a king. My mama loves you. So therefore, I'm gonna choose you. You would feel some type of way, right? Wouldn't you? Especially because with women, it's literally like they be on our heads. Like, you gotta look good, makeup, dress nicely, dress appropriately. If you want to attract a certain type of man, you gotta After all that, you got a man telling you, you weren't really all that to me. You're not even my type. But it's the things that you do for me that made me want to marry you. I will never let you go, 'cause you never let me go. Imagine! You see how silly that sounds? This is terrible. My goodness.
And when you got somebody that ain't never letting you go because you ain't never letting them go, baby, get out of here. I'm just saying for real though, like, y'all please stop dating like that. Like, it's kind of like a fairy tale. Seriously, why are you dating somebody that is like as beautiful as you are? Let that nigga be obsessed with you. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, whatever. But I ain't even gonna lie, girl, after those 2 days, that 48 hours, baby, he had me so whipped, dipped. My doggone nose was so wide open. I had just knew I loved that man and he loved me too. I ain't even lying. We fell in love so quick, like so fast. And when I tell you he's so fine to me, like I will lick.
Oh.
My husband is so fine to me. I'm telling you.
Okay. I'm trying to understand her. Okay. I'm trying. I don't want to start like going. Let me try to walk with this woman. She's basically saying that she wasn't attracted to him initially because she had a type. Okay, that happens. Cool. Then she's saying, oh, but he does this and this and this for me, and that made me like, oh, you are a king. I shall treat you like. Okay, that happens. Then she said, yeah, it took me some time. I think she said that her husband said the same thing to her, like, okay. If they're happy, they're happy. If they're happy, they're happy. If they're happy, I'm happier. But where you lose me is you posting this on the internet proudly. Oh, I wasn't attracted to my man. He wasn't even my type. That N-word. First of all, that whole N-word thing, you guys know how I feel about that. I told y'all. When you meet the right man, you don't want to call that man your N-word. It's so disrespectful. Not even the right man. Dealing with a man, period. You don't want to call that man your N-word. That's like him calling you his B-word. To me, it's on the same level of disrespect. It's the same thing. I don't like that. If we are going to have this energy of stop calling your women your B words, have the same energy with stop calling your men your N words. I don't like that. It's tacky. It's ghetto. I don't like it. So I'm trying to walk with this woman here. Honestly, she lost me with her posting it and being proud of it. I would have felt some type of way. Like, oh, I wasn't even attracted to my husband at first, and then ultimately, I ended up attracted to him, and then we fell in love. It happens, but I wouldn't say it so loudly. That's my issue. It sounds like she's proud of it. I don't understand what lesson she's trying to teach. Don't date your type. Because the people that are outside of your type will treat you better? Is that the message? I don't like that. That sounds weird to me. True story, I've had a guy tell me, I'm not going to go too deep, but I've had a guy tell me, you're not my type. I don't even like black women, let alone dark-skinned black women. But for you, I'll let it slide. But for you, you're different. You are wifey material though. You fine as hell. Like you a baddie for real. Like you the baddest of, you're just dark skinned. What if I was stupid enough to deal with a man like that? He would have been like this woman. Oh, my woman, she was dark skinned. I'm not even into dark skins, but then, because, I'm into light skins. But guess what? When you decide to go out of what you're actually into, you'll realize that your queen is actually outside. Hey, that's like you're disrespecting your type, and then you're disrespecting women that are not your type. Like you are insulting everybody. Nah. Let's read the comments though. Admitting to colorism in 2025? She's in love with what he does for her. I hope he never gets hurt or sick. Oh. That just hit me. So you're basically saying if he were to not Yeah, okay. Ouch. If a man said any of this, oh, for sure. If a man said any of this, which there have been parodies of this, it would be a whole nother thing. I didn't even know that this was the original. Yeah, who's here after watching this video? Colorism and the yelling ain't it. I'm not even mad at the yelling because I'm loud when I'm on stream. May this love find all my enemies. Okay. Because he was dark skinned. Why are you yelling at us? I'm not gonna even. This is somebody's son you are talking about, like a secondhand air fryer. And the girl said, and his mama been loving me for 14 years. Well, ma'am, she didn't expect you to make this type of video and say it publicly, say it out loud. So I want to question how she feels about this video that just went viral. Please let us know if you want to. Because you already put your business out there. You might as well, keep going. You're in the water. You might as well swim. Get a diary or a best friend. I'm not gonna hold you. If my friend told me this, if she was a light-skinned woman, I would feel disrespected as a dark skin. Could have left this in the memory archive. Now, if a man would say this, I agree. May this love never find me. I'm sure they are in love. She just doesn't respect him. That's all. I don't think she respects him because that was crazy. This is a conversation that women should have between themselves. I disagree. As a married man for 11 plus years, this wouldn't make me feel awesome hearing this from my wife, no matter how well intended. No. This should not be said out loud. This should not be said out loud. You keep it within yourself. Period. It's normal to not be attracted to somebody at first, but then be like, hey, actually, he's actually, okay? You know what I mean? I go for looks. I care about looks. I want you to look good. You know what I mean? I'm that girl, and I'm going to say it very loudly. I am that girl. This whole thing with, I don't care for look. You know what? May you go to heaven before me. May you be first in line. I would never be that girl, though. I care about looks. You have to look good. So, this whole thing with this should be a conversation women should have between themselves. I disagree. Absolutely not. Don't ever tell me, because I will feel bad for your husband, that you're saying it so proudly. Oh, I thought that man was ugly and my parents, they did that. They're comfortable between themselves. They're comfortable with that. My mom saying, I didn't like you. Your hair was messy. They did that. That's their relationship. But I'm saying that I'm not into that. Personally, I'm not. But do what works for your relationship. My parents have been married for almost 30 years now. My husband wasn't my type / I'm not attracted to him, but the things he does for me are amazing. It's not the compliment y'all think it is. I agree. If your husband was to come out and say he wasn't attracted. Oh, sorry, I didn't show the full thing, but y'all heard it. Wait, so dark-skinned men care for themselves less? Or yours specifically? Because did you just embarrass your husband like this? I'll do a few more. If I can't date my type, then I'll just stay single. Valid. I will never say on the internet what my type is, but valid. This is what I was just saying. Exactly. Spare me from ever being somebody's first attraction to a dark skin. Exactly. Like that boy said, I don't even like dark skins, but for you, I'll make an exception. Like it's like I get a reward for it. Amazing. To me, it's insulting. It's insulting. And if you are a woman that would date a man that says that to you, you disgust me. Last one. Not gonna hold you. I don't understand the message. There's a little colorism mixed in, so it's confusing me. I was confused too. But the thing is, when I'm listening to people's stories, I try to understand where they are coming from. I like to analyze. So I understand what she was trying to get at, but it doesn't mean that the message was a good message. So yeah, this was very, very interesting. Okay. So that's that. We have one more TikTok, and then I want to talk about the very last segment that I know that a number of you are waiting for me to talk about, because like, not that these are talking about Nigerians. Relax. I love my Nigerians, but they need a little. We need to have a little conversation, a little pep talk. This one, I'll just show a picture. I've been seeing this trend going around, and this is where I draw the line, because don't play with me and don't play with my Lord. When the devil couldn't reach me. Oh, sorry. Oh! I rebuke! I thought she said God. I rebuke. No. To Satan. He's I will step on. To Satan. Excuse me. That's not what I meant. Ho! Okay. Whoa! No. Pardon me. Jesus. I rebuke. Ooh! No! Let me explain. There was a girl that said, oh, God knew that I needed you, so I gave birth to you. But that woman is not married, and she was being irresponsible. She got pregnant by some guy. She's now a single mother with the baby. And she said, God knew I needed you, so he sent me you, the baby that was born out of wedlock. That goes against what God says about having children and being married. Yes. So I thought that she was doing the same thing. Excuse me. But this is still valid, what we're going to be talking about. Stop. When the devil couldn't reach me, so he sent me 6 kids with 6 different baby daddies. Satan is Satan, right? We should have no mercy towards Satan. Oh, it's maybe Satan. No, Satan doesn't have a heart, okay? But at the same time, once again, God gave us free will. So what does that mean? We are going to do stupid things, okay? We are going to have irresponsible tendencies. A number of us will. Okay. God gave us free will, and obviously you have people like this that don't deserve it. This is where I believe that free will is being wasted. And when you do stupid things because of free will, people have this tendency to either ask God to bless their mess, or they say, oh, this is Satan's fault. Like, for example, when somebody cheats, they'd be like, the devil made me do it. Are you dumb? What do you mean the devil made you do it? God gave you free will and you used it wrong. Everybody has free will to cheat. What are you going to do with that free will that God gives you? So free will, I can already tell, is being wasted every day, every second. This is one of those examples. Oh, the devil made me cheat. You think we're stupid? Satan had nothing to do with that. Satan can bring in lust, but it's up to you to decide what you're going to do with that lust. That's where free will comes in. So, I'm not even trying to defend Satan at all, but I want you to understand how Satan works. He can send stuff your way, but you as an individual have the option to run away from what Satan sends to you. You have the option to rebuke it and pray. You have that option. Free will is option. So don't piss me off. I can't even say, oh no, don't do Satan. No. Satan is Satan. But don't use him to cover up for you being irresponsible, for you making dumb decisions. Once again, things can be thrown your way by Satan, but it's up to you on what you're going to do with it. Okay. That's all I wanted to say. This was very short. Now, for the last time, I love my Nigerians. Please don't get offended, but I feel like no matter how many times I say that, like, y'all are still going to find a way. A number of you will still find a way to get offended, and I'm just tired of it, but we're still gonna talk about it. So, this is the last segment, and then I'm a dip. I have noticed a pattern of people assuming that I am Nigerian, and what's hilarious is that the people that are assuming are Nigerians. Almost no other ethnic group is making that assumption. At least when another ethnic group asks me, they come up to me softly in real life. Like, they're very delicate about it. Okay? In real life. And they'd be like, "Hey, pardon me, I have a question. I mean no offense. Please do not be offended by me asking. I just would like to know, are you Haitian by any chance? Because, I heard you speak French, or it would be because you did the sound, and I was just thinking, oh, is she Haitian by any chance? No, ma'am, I am not offended. But you know what? Thank you for being delicate with your approach, because you can meet the wrong one day. Somebody could actually get offended and be like, oh, so because I look like this, you think that I'm that. You know what I mean? But thank you for being delicate, and thank you for being very polite when you asked me that question. No, I am not Haitian. I am Congolese. Thank you very much. So, a Nigerian person commented on one of my videos, including my parents calling my mother a Nigerian queen or something like that. And I was like, what the heck? And I also noticed that Africans were getting annoyed, saying that not everything is Nigerian coded. Like, please stop. So this has been going on since I started doing content on TikTok, like I would say 2020. I did a tutorial on how to make mikate. I called it African donuts, not knowing that other countries outside of Africa make the same thing. I didn't know that Hawaiians make mikate as well. Mind you, I made it very clear that where I am from, okay, we call it mikate. So there were Nigerians that were being argumentative in my comments, saying that it's puff puff. Not even, oh, where I'm from, we call it puff. No, they say it's puff puff. Trying to correct me. Who the hell are you? You guys, I was so confused. I ignored this comments because I didn't know what puff puff was. Like, what the heck is a puff puff? I've heard of puff puff pass. Like what Nicki Minaj was talking about, not trying to be funny, but that's the last time I heard puff puff. But puff puff, I was lost until other Africans in the comment section clapped back and said, you Nigerians think you own everything. Not everything is about y'all. Be quiet. So I realized that these particular Nigerians in my comments were saying that it's called puff puff, trying to correct me. The audacity. Excuse you, like I said, and I said it very clear in the video, where I am from, it's called mikate. If you want, we can do a show and tell, like we are in preschool or kindergarten, and you can share with the class what you call your food. But don't tell me and the rest of us Africans what our food is called. The assumption that my family and I are Nigerian, you guys, they don't even ask. Like, as a number of these Nigerians, it's not all of them. I know Nigerian people in real life, they're amazing people, humble people. But anyways, this assumption, they assume. They don't even ask. They assume. I understand if you saw a video of me say a word or two in that accent. That has happened before. Actually, in a recent video with the guy that got cheated on, he was a Nigerian man. I was like, oh, husband. Like, I understand that. I understand if you got that assumption based off of that clip alone. But in almost all of my videos, I speak just like this. Yet a number of Nigerians will still assume that I am Nigerian because they just saw an African woman. So I guess, Africa is Nigeria, eh? Right? Okay? Like I said, Nigerians are great, amazing, intelligent people, but a massive chunk of them, not all of them, but a massive chunk behave like they are superior to other Africans. And you know what, you guys, I really tried my best to hold my tongue. I spoke up about this before, and of course there were Nigerians that were crying, saying that I hate them. Oh, we always get hated on it. Like, calm down. No matter how many times or how many different ways I say this, a fellow Niger brother or sister will find a way to say that I hate them, even though that is not true at all. But we talked about this. We talked about my delivery. I don't care anymore. I really stopped caring. I don't care anymore. It's literally so simple. If we can be honest, the reason why Nigerians are so popular, the reason why many Americans are obsessed with Nigerians and South Africans too, in a way. The reason why Chloe Bailey is comfortably gallivanting in the Nigerian streets with Burna Boy is simply because you guys speak English. And on top of that, your music happens to be great. Shout out to Afrobeats. But one of the languages that you sing in frequently is English. So I'm not going to sit here and act like a number of my people, Congolese people, have the same problem, which is pride. This whole conversation is concerning pride. A number of my people have the same issue. They behave like they're better than everybody, more specifically my people, Congolese people, because they can speak French. Hello? Since you're so smart, you Congolese people that think that you're above other people because of French, since you're so smart and you are better than every Congolese because of French, please let us know how and why Congolese people speak in French. Where did that French come from? Because I got into it with some Congolese people before. Back then, I was something else. I used to have time going back and forth with people. Not that you're a fake Congolese and you will never be like us and you speak English. So I said, okay, I dare you to argue with me in Lingala only. No French. Matter of fact, stop speaking French. Because you're disrespecting your ancestors that got their hands and legs cut off from Belgian colonizers. Since you want to take it there with me. I didn't care. I still don't care. So don't act like you're better than me. That was my whole point during that time. So this example was mentioned because I'm not saying this so that you guys or a number of you can start insulting Nigerians or belittle them as if like you don't have your own stuff going on within like wherever you're from. Like I'm not here for that. I don't condone that. I will keep saying I don't condone that. Don't insult Nigerian people. Don't treat them like they're beneath you. Don't do that. That's not the point. Okay? For my lovely Nigerians that behave like they are superior to other Africans. Once again, it's not all Nigerians. It's not all of them. Okay? The Nigerians that I am familiar with are humble. I don't surround myself with big-headed Nigerians, big-headed Congolese, big-headed Ugandans. You get the point. I really don't want to go further with y'all. So let's just stop at you are popular because you speak English. Can we please stop there? I know for a fact that Selena Gomez would have been less likely to do a song with Rema. Candace Owens would have been less likely to talk about how much she loves Nigerians if you guys did not speak English. Okay? So let's relax, please. I will say that sometimes when I am like imitating an African person that acts and resorts to a Nigerian accent, so I understand that people got the assumption from that. But it's like, oh, you see Africans and then automatically you assume that they're Nigerian. Or you just find a way to just incorporate Nigeria. Like, what? Ooh. Anyways, I want to end off with on a more positive note. I will say, though, I respect that Nigerians know how to stick together. I read an article the other day about how they were working together on a certain project, and that really was beautiful to me. Like, okay, Nigerians, because you know our people, we can go back and forth, sun up, sun down, but when it's time to unite, we shall unite. All our issues shall go to bed. We need to unite. Nigerians are very good for that. So I respect them for that. I need more people to start doing that. I respect it. If there are other countries that do the same thing, good on them too. It's just that on this particular article, it was Nigeria that they were talking about. I respect y'all for that. And like I said, you guys are amazing, beautiful people with beautiful music, beautiful customs, and more. But one more time, you are not superior, and not everything is about you. Not everything is Nigerian coded. So please stop acting like it. All right, y'all. That sums up today's stream. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm still trying to adjust with this new schedule. Like, it's Saturday, it's not Thursday. I'm trying to adjust. So I would love to hear your feedback on how you feel about this new schedule. Most people voted for Thursdays through Saturdays. So I hope that it's much better for you guys. Especially, I'm trying to make it good for my European, African, and Americans. I know for Americans, a number of you guys are in school. I mean, today's Saturday, you're not in school, but you get what I'm saying. A number of you have told me, like, hey, when you are live, I'm at school. It's hard for me to watch you. But then you have Europeans that are saying, hey, when you go live at 3 p.m. Pacific time, we got to go to sleep. We got work in the morning. So I'm like, I'll change the time and I'll change the day. So I hope that this is good. A good time for y'all. I want to react to more TikToks, so please don't be afraid to tag me in TikToks that you would love for me to react to. I will keep looking through my mentions. I will check it out. Same thing with YouTube videos. I will react to it as well. I actually had a good time looking at TikToks. So yeah, and also if you want to avoid Pop the Balloon, I suggest that you start tagging me and stuff now, so that I won't end up resorting to Pop the Balloon. I'm trying to avoid that show as much as I can because I can't take it no more. I'm done. I'm against the wall. I can't take it. No, set me free. That's how it feels. No problem with Mama Arlette or Papa BM. It's just the freaking people that you bring on the damn show. That's my problem. So I don't have the energy no more. I can't do it. So yeah, friends. That's all for today's stream. I will see you guys next week on Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Let me know how you guys feel about the schedule. Don't be afraid to message me. I think I might even post it on Instagram, like, how are you guys feeling with the new schedule? And then I'll see. And then, yeah, if I have to still make changes because of what you guys tell me. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody, text me! That's what I'm saying. Like, let me know. Okay, and I will look at your guys' responses. I literally read your guys' responses. Every single DM I have ever received, I have seen them. I just don't respond because you just never know. Some people act really entitled. They come off really nice, and then you respond and they're like, ha! Got you! I want your number now! You know, no, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. If anything, I will respond to you publicly so that way you cannot, do anything privately. Like, no, I don't like that. So yeah, guys, God bless you all. I hope that you enjoyed today's stream. I'll see you guys next week, Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Be ready for me at that time. I can't even say be there because sometimes I be late. So be ready to receive that notification. Kamata bizu. Bye, guys.